Namaskar. Today I am going to take up the topic on the corporate social responsibility. In this video lecture on corporate social responsibility, we are going to discuss about meaning of CSR, definition of CSR. Also, we need to study various stakeholders of business, various arguments in favor of corporate social responsibility and against corporate social responsibility, and various theories of corporate social responsibility, and finally various models of corporate social responsibility. Myself, Lokesh Nath B., Assistant Professor, Government First Grade College, Cup. After watching this video, you should be able to know the meaning of corporate social responsibility, the definition of corporate social responsibility, and the various stakeholders of the business. What are the various arguments in favor and against CSR, and the various theories and models of the CSR. First of all, we'll take up the meaning of CSR. What does corporate social responsibility mean? So, essentially, corporate social responsibility are the factors which we have to consider while taking up the business decision. Whenever business takes an important business decision, it should not only concentrate on the business aspect of the decision, but importantly, it should also consider societal interest whenever it takes up the decisions relating to the business. The business has very wide responsibility in terms of ethical responsibility, social responsibility, economic responsibility, and environmental responsibility towards the society. Business should also consider how it is going to manage its business and what impact its business decisions will have on the economy, on the society, on the environment, and various regulations of the land. Now we are going to take up first definition of CSR. As per the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, it emphasizes in its definition the quality of the life. By this definition, we can understand that CSR essentially involves improving the quality of the life of the human being. The business as workforce in the form of employees, these workforce and their families, the business run in a particular locality where there is a community, large section of the population reside, and overall there is a broader society at large. So essentially this definition we can understand CSR is a commitment It is a commitment towards contribution of economic development, not only by in terms of the capacity of economic power, very importantly by improving the quality of the life of the human being. There are various stakeholders in the business. Business is required to maximize the profit. Very important objective of any business is to maximization of the profit. Shareholders are the important contributors of the capital towards the business. They must be given a fair and decent return on their capital. So the business has a responsibility, prime responsibility towards their shareholders. Equally, one very important asset of the business is employees. Any success of the business is dependent on the quality of the labor force in the company. If employees are treated in a fair, equitable manner and a proper working condition is provided to them, then there will be a good atmosphere we can see in the company, which will be very crucial for the business. So the business has a very important responsibility towards their employees. It also has responsibility towards the suppliers of the raw materials. Without these suppliers, business cannot convert into finished product, and these finished products are sold to customers at large. Customer is considered as king. Charging fair and reasonable price, giving quality products is the prime responsibility of the business. Business also has a responsibility towards following the various laws and regulations framed by the government. Taxes has to be paid to the government on a regular basis, and all the rules and regulations have to be followed. Business should also have a responsibility towards the environment. Business should manufacture such products which are environmentally friendly. They do not pollute the environment and damage the ecosystem. Business has a prime responsibility in safeguarding the environmental aspects by minimizing the pollutions, by minimizing the discharge of the effluents and industrial waste. Thereby, it has a very important responsibility towards safeguarding the environment. Overall, it also has a responsibility towards the society. Now, we are going to see the various arguments in favor of the CSR. Many of the authors are favoring the CSR. They say business uses the resources of the society. Since it is using the resources of the society, it has a responsibility to give back to the society. It has a responsibility towards their shareholders by maximizing their profits, and It also has a responsibility towards the increasing the income earning capacity of the employees. It also has a responsibility towards suppliers, customers, local community, and overall the society. Since all these various stakeholders are the members of the society, these members' interests have to be safeguarded. Without any of these stakeholders, business cannot survive. So it is the responsibility of the business to protect and safeguard the interest of these stakeholders. Business cannot run in isolation. It is part of the society. Since it is a part of the society, it has prime responsibility to have concern over the welfare of the various members of the society. There are some authors who oppose assumption of the social responsibility because they think that business do not have required skill to carry out social responsibility. It will be very difficult for the business to identify the real beneficiaries, and in the process the business may lose the basic objective of value creation. Whenever CSR is assumed, the motivation level of the higher ups will be lower because even if they earn more profit, that will go back to the society. There are problems in identifying the mechanism to check whether the CSR funds are going in the proper direction or not. Now we'll see some of the theories of corporate social responsibility. One theory is stakeholder theory. As we have seen earlier, different stakeholders, there exists a very important relationship between the business and the various stakeholders. The financial performance of any business will definitely depend upon the management of the various stakeholders. Not only just a shareholder, but all the stakeholders. The stakeholder theory emphasizes that it is not only the shareholders but also the stakeholders. All the members of the society have to be taken care of. Another theory is legitimacy theory. According to this theory, organizations have an legitimate value towards the society. What is legitimacy here? Legitimacy is the perception, belief that business is supposed to do something towards the society. This theory focuses that business have to behave in a particular pattern. These actions are legitimate and these actions are according to the values which are imbibed in the society. According to this theory, CSR have to be assumed because of the values which lie in the society. Another theory is political economic theory, where this theory emphasizes that business has a responsibility for the assumption of social responsibility because of its political and economic gain it may derive by increasing its reputation. By assumption of the CSR, company's good image and reputation may increase, and because of this increase in the reputation and image, the business may be able to earn patrons, and because of this there will be more success. So these are the three different theories of CSR. Now finally we are going to see the various models of the CSR. One of the model is three concentric model, which is developed by Committee of Economic Development 1971. As the term itself says, it has three layers. First layer concerned with the economic function. The middle layer is concerned with the environment and social values, and the outer layer is concerned with the responsibility of the business. The inner layer, economic functions of providing job, production, economic growth are necessary. The middle circle, in addition to performing the economic function, there should be an awareness in terms of the environment and social values. The outer circle is the responsibility to be a good corporate citizen in the society. The second model is the corporate social performance, which was given by Sethi 1975. He also gives us three phrases: social obligation, social responsibility, and social responsiveness. Social obligations are the compliance of the various rules which are imposed by the social systems. Social responsibility is the legal requirements of the society. Social responsiveness is acting in the society in addition to obligations and responsibility, adapting to the changes which are required in lines with the social concern. Another theory is pyramid social responsibility, which is given by Carroll 1991. He categorized into four categories: economic, legal, ethical, and philanthropic responsibility. Economic in terms of production and selling, legal in terms of following the rules and regulations, ethical, the norms and behavior that are expected by a business to follow, which may not be under the legal framework. and finally contributing towards the society in terms philanthropic contributions. The last and final model is given by John Ellingston in 1994, popularly known as TBL or 3BL. It is a triple bottom line model which involves people, planet, and profit. TBL taking to account ecological and social performance in addition to financial performance. TBL consider the responsibility not only towards the shareholders but also very important towards the stakeholders. It is not just earning a profit, more importantly, it is the people, it is the planet that we have to take into consideration. So, triple bottom line essentially takes society, environment, and economy into consideration. So, these are the four different models of the CSR. With this video lecture, I hope now you have understood the meaning of CSR. You have seen the various stakeholders. Also, we discussed about the arguments in favor and against the CSR. Three different theories we have discussed, and finally we discussed various four different models of CSR. With this, I come to conclude this. CSR basically is improving the quality of human life. CSR should not be aesthetic. CSR should bring about overall improvement in quality of human life by bringing changes in earning capacity, by making changes in their skill to earn. Once the people are equipped with the skill, they are going to sustain their earning in the future. So CSR should consider not only maximizing the profits towards the shareholders but all the members of the society. Finally, I thank all the viewers for patiently hearing the lecture on the corporate social responsibility. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.